there was a session in Belize on corruption and good governance. Ironically, the session looked at whether Belize's laws are strong enough to prevent corruption and where improvements may be needed. Civil society, the media, and other groups came together with a view to see how the government system may be improved. During the session, participants were presented with the Belize Anti-Corruption Legislative Gap Analysis Report and Matrix. The report reviews Belize's current anti-corruption laws and points out areas where there may be weaknesses. Simply put, the report looks at what laws Belize already has to fight corruption and what may still be needed to be added or improved. Program Manager for Latin America and the Caribbean, Claudia Marcela Hernandez, said the goal of the session was not only to share the report's findings, but also to start a conversation about what changes may be needed and how different groups can work together to make those changes happen.
And we are presenting a gap analysis on legislative framework, international and national in Belize. The presentation is about some findings on the legal framework, international and domestic in Belize, but also some recommendations for the civil society organizations and journalists to follow up. At least 11 regulations were analyzed, and we identified at least 18 institutions that take part of the system of transparency and integrity. So they are classified in high priority, medium priority, and low priority. So one of the highest priorities that I can mention is some reforms to the Constitution. What we are looking, or the objective of the session, is that civil society organization, as part of the system of anti-corruption, and it's not just for public or for private, but also for civil society, they can make this advocacy and take these recommendations, and they can suggest and put in the table these reforms that are needed it can be a more robust legal framework for Belize. The report is going to be published in Global Financial Integrity's website, but also in social media, and also with our partners, with BNN and also with Belpre. So you can find not just the report, but also a video about what anti-corruption is, but also what corruption is. So we want to share this important message with all the actors that are involved in preventing corruption. One of the main points of the report is education towards corruption, to identify what corruption is. And this is not just part for the public sector, but also for the private sector. And civil society have a very important role on making accountability, as well as the media, because all the actors that are part of the system, if they are capacity building are reinforced, then you would identify in an easier way these red flags related to corruption.
The event was organized by the Belize Network of NGOs, along with Global Financial Integrity and the Belize Policy Research Institute. The session ran from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at Bricks and Books Coffee House.